Creating appealing and emotion-evoking videos is what we all want, right? Well, the tip we're gonna go over today will undoubtedly change your videos for the better, whether you create films, home videos, commercial videos, and even YouTube videos. Hey guys, my name is Dylan, and this channel is geared towards helping you improve your craft in filmmaking and editing. So it is in my humble opinion that a story is truly created in the editing room. You could have the prettiest looking shots in the world, but without the right sequencing in the edit, it just becomes a B-roll montage.
We're gonna need a montage.
How you position and order your shots in a sequence can determine the mood and even the meaning and story of your video.
The assembly of film and how it can be changed to create a different idea. Now we have a close-up. Let me show what he sees. Let's assume he saw a woman holding a baby in her arms. Now we cut back to his reaction to what he sees. And he smiles. Now what is he as a character? He's a kindly man. He's sympathetic. Now, let's take the middle piece of film away, the woman with the child, but leave his two pieces of film as they were. Now we'll put in a piece of film of a girl in a bikini. He looks, girl in a bikini, he smiles. What is he now? The dirty old man. He's no longer the benign gentleman who loves babies.
What Alfred Hitchcock just explained is called the Kuleshov Effect, and it is the idea that viewers derive more meaning from the interaction of two sequential shots than from a single shot in isolation. That old man's face is meaningless to us as a viewer without that second shot telling us what we should think about him and how we should feel. Kuleshov himself showed a film in which a character sees a bowl of soup with a pretty neutral face. Later in the film, Kuleshov used the exact same neutral-faced shot of the man to show the character and then a coffin with a little girl in it. And he used the exact same shot of the character for a third time later in the film, but this time showing a woman. The audience that watched this film went on to rave about the acting, claiming that they really saw a lot of different emotion from the character in those scenes. Except the guy had the exact same face. The careful placement of a specific shot right after that close-up of his face created a story and made the audience feel a certain way about the character. I was introduced to this effect by a friend and mentor, Brandon Lee, who uses this effect quite frequently in his travel films. Take, for example, this scene. We get our establishing shot of a Chinese chess match. We have two players here. The next shot, we see the placement of a piece. The man laughing, ecstatic, clearly making us think it was a fantastic move, and cut to this shot of this old man looking grumpy and upset. Quite the match, and good for that guy for winning. Except that scene didn't actually happen. In an interview with Brandon that I still have yet to edit, Brandon talked about how these two men actually were not even playing each other. In fact, if you look at who makes the move, it is a person in a dark blue shirt. None of the characters that we saw had dark blue shirts. Brandon got a bunch of shots of some games, and while editing, he chose two shots to introduce the characters. He used a close-up of some other players setting the piece down really aggressively, and he showed both of their reactions, or at least reactions that he wanted us to see to tell a story. The man who looked amused at his move was probably just laughing at something else someone had said in the crowd, and the older man who looked defeated probably always makes that face. So instead of just showing some men playing Chinese chess, he created a unique story by finding specific moments within his clips and positioning them sequentially. Movies and TV shows are filled with this simple editing technique, especially in reality television, where most of the drama really is created while editing. I know some of you are thinking, I don't really make films though, I just make home videos or YouTube videos. And to that, I say that this technique can even be used for those types of videos. So if you're creating a video of your family on a trip, and you have a shot of your loved one smiling or showing a small bit of emotion, hell, it could even be a neutral face like we learned. Make some cuts and place a shot of what you want your viewer to think your loved one is enjoying looking at even if that second shot was shot on another day or at another location, or in this instance of this video that I made for my buddy and his family, even if your baby doesn't give a shit about the trees that are going past you outside in the car, and they're just looking at the cameraman's hand moving from side to side, it works. So wrapping up what we've learned, by using the Kuleshov effect and getting the right look and timing of your sequence, you can put your audience in your character's shoes and show them exactly how they should feel. Try using this technique in your next video and let me know how it goes in the comments. And if you're interested in watching a quick video on a cinematic interview lighting setup, click this video right here. Have a great rest of your day, guys.